Another method of designing the riser is a Caine method, and there was a professor whose name was J.B. Caine, and he basically conducted experiments on a particular metal, and he conducted several experiments on the riser design, and he examined the shrinkage defects, and he gave a very important term called the freezing ratio. So this freezing ratio is equals to the cooling characteristic of casting to the cooling characteristic of the riser. So this cooling characteristic, what is this cooling characteristic? So this cooling characteristic is basically the ratio of surface area of the casting to the volume of the casting, and whole divided by surface area of the riser divided by volume of the riser. And in order to ensure that casting should solidify first, this freezing ratio, it should be greater than 1, so that the riser will continue to supply metal. And to achieve this freezing ratio greater than 1, this cooling characteristic of the riser should be minimum, and this minimum cooling characteristic is observed in case of spherical shapes. Means if you make your riser in the spherical shape, then cooling characteristic will be minimum, because you will have minimum surface to volume ratio in case of spheres. However, there are certain problems with the manufacturing of spherical shaped risers, and pouring will be difficult from these type of riser into the mold cavity. And next to it, there are cylindrical shaped risers, which can also be used to achieve the minimum SYV ratio next to the spherical shape. And in case of this spherical shaped riser, the length and diameter D is determined in the designing of the riser. He plotted a curve between the freezing ratio and the volume ratio. On the x-axis, he considered this freezing ratio, and on the y-axis, he considered the volume ratio, which is the volume of the riser divided by the volume of the casting. And then he conducted several experiments, and then he was able to plot a curve between this volume ratio and freezing ratio. And then he observed that the points or the experiments which were coming over this line, they were giving the sound casting. However, the experiments which were conducted with these conditions, where they were falling into this zone, so these experiments were giving the defected castings, and those castings were full of shrinkage defects. And but this particular observation or curve, it cannot tell us that what should be the optimum size of a riser. So he basically said that you prepare a riser and you conduct the pouring, and then you can see that this is what type of casting you are getting. You are getting sound casting, or you are getting defected casting. So though it's very difficult to tell that what should be the optimum size of a riser. So later on, he modified the concept of freezing ratio, and then he gave another equation which can be used to determine the size of a riser. Then he obtained this equation for the freezing ratio, and it is having a relationship with the volume ratio. So it is x equals to a upon y minus b plus c. Here x is the freezing ratio. Freezing ratio is the ratio of cooling characteristic of your casting to the cooling characteristic of your riser, and y is the volume ratio, which is the volume of the riser to the volume of the casting, and A, B, C are the constants which depends upon the material of the casting. For steel, for aluminium, for cast iron, for grey cast iron, aluminium, bronze, silicon, they have already calculated these types of constant. And if you know that which particular material you are using and what should be what, and if you also know that the volume of your casting, then easily you can calculate the size of your riser. We can learn from this problem that here to calculate the size of a cylindrical riser, which is necessary to feed a steel casting of size 25 into 25 into 5, and the height of the riser and its diameter are equal. How you will solve it? So first of all, we'll calculate the volume of this casting. This is coming out to be 3125 centimeter cube, and then the surface area of the casting. That means you will consider all the 6 surfaces, and it is coming out to be 1750 centimeter square. And then now you can calculate the diameter of the riser. You consider as d. So what is the volume of the riser? Pi d cube by 4, and the surface area is pi d square plus pi d square by 4. It's equal to 1.25 pi d square. And after this, we know that what is the freezing ratio is equals to surface area of your casting divided by the volume of casting, and whole divided by surface area of the riser to the volume of the riser. And by calculation we get this to be 0.112 into d. And we also know that the freezing ratio from the Caine's new equation, this equation equals x equals to a upon y minus b plus c. And what is the value of y? Y you can calculate by volume of the riser divided by volume of the casting, and it comes out to be 0.000251 d cube. And then you put it here. It is a A, if you see, this is 0.1 and B is 0.03 and C is 1. Why we have considered these value? Because we are considering our metal as steel metal, and for steel metal we have already these constants are given in the table. And now by equating these two equations, this one and this one, by trial and error, this is a very complex equation. So by trial and error, it was observed that this condition, both the sides are getting equated if you put this value of D equals to 11.44 centimeter, which is approximately 12 centimeter. This was a method to calculate the size of the riser. So if you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for the latest updates. Thanks for watching my videos.